We also have some other just incredible images coming out of Cedar Key.
Local 10's Andrea Martinez joins us live from there with a look at how things are there. Andrea.
Hey, Christy, Janice, good morning. Yeah, we are actually on State Road 24 headed west towards Cedar Key, and we saw a lot of flooding on this road. High water rescue vehicles and emergency crews have made their way out here as they are delegating and trying to figure out exactly how they're going to get on the other side of this road. But the good news that we are hearing, we just spoke to Mike Daniels. He is the captain for FWC. He is hearing that no one appears to be injured on the other side. So everybody, according to what he just said, everybody is doing okay from what he's heard. Now, those vehicles that you're seeing down the road, I'm being told that there are 15 vessels, including airboats, draft vessels. They also have a drone unit, 4 swamp buggies, 2 supply trailers, so trailers full of supplies, water trailer as well, multiple generators. So they've got a lot of equipment heading into Cedar Key because we are being told that that water surge did get up pretty high. I want to take you now to video of that surge. High water rescue vehicles making their way over there right now. This is video from Cedar Key Fire Rescue that they sent from overnight and from earlier this morning, and you can see that water just rushing in and overpowering some of those homes. And that was the big concern for this community, was the water surge, because yesterday we were hearing that we could see as much as 12 to 15 feet of water. We don't know how high that water got just yet because they are assessing everything and assessing the damage right now, but the conditions did get pretty bad out there. And then earlier we told you we were on this road, State Road 24, that also was impassable, but it appears that that water has now receded and we were able to get further west, further down this road. So we don't know what the conditions are over there on Cedar Key, but what we are hearing from the FWC captain, Mike Daniels, he's telling us that he's not hearing of any injuries. So that's the silver lining here and the good news. Either way, they are still making their way over to Cedar Key to see what they find, to see if anybody needs help, if any animals need help as well. But that is the situation here, and the very latest. We are going to continue to talking to officials and hopefully seeing if we could follow those high water rescue vehicles, get closer to the island and see what we find, and we will be bringing you the very latest from out here in Cedar Key. Christy, Janice.
Hey, Andrea, before we let you go, I know earlier in the morning you were in Gainesville, and a lot of folks had just dropped off their kids at the University of Florida to start classes. How was the situation there? Everybody under control there? Some flooding, but the kids okay?
You know, the biggest concern in the Gainesville area was just the wind, the downed power lines and the downed trees. But for the most part, things remained pretty calm in the downtown Gainesville area. We did see students yesterday rushing out to buy groceries, to buy supplies. We know their classes were canceled. We spoke to some of them who said that this was their first storm. They didn't know what to expect. Some out-of-town students who just started school as freshmen, and now, you know, they're dealing with this hurricane. So definitely a shock for some of them, but they were all doing their due diligence, preparing, buying those supplies. The school, the University of Florida, also opened up a shelter for any students who needed to seek shelter, who maybe didn't feel safe in their own homes. So I know that that was a possibility for those who showed their student IDs, but for the most part, things in the Gainesville area did remain calm. At last check earlier this morning, only about 2% of the county had lost power, so things not too bad out there in the Gainesville area. But as we head out west, we are seeing those conditions deteriorate as we get closer to Cedar Key.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm sure quite an experience for these students who may have been experiencing either their first hurricane from maybe out of the state, or even their first time experience it without their families there. So glad to see they're okay over there. And you stay safe there too, Andrea. It looks like the road is closed, and once it's safe, we'll definitely check in with you again.
All right, and right now we want to head over to